Good morning, it's Denise here, Denise Junk Journals UK. Thank you for joining me. I hope you're all well. Looks like the sun's starting to come out. It's been a very cold morning this morning in Lincolnshire in the UK. The rooftops were covered in frost when I first opened my blinds, so yeah, it's been a bit chilly, but it's warming up nicely now. So I've come on today to start a new project with you. It might be a one day only. I'm thinking it might be two, so it might be a 2 video session, but I might get it all done today. We'll see how well I get on. I've done a fair bit of prep. So it's going to be the Gnome December Daily. So these are the papers. I have had them since last year. So I bought these digitals last year and I've just had them sitting, you know, on my computer. So I thought it was time I used them. So they're from Home Book and Treasure, and they are very vintage pictures. But they're just gorgeous. I do love gnomes. So it's a big kit as well. Now I don't know if I bought a kit and an add-on or the whole thing was one kit, but I've got an awful lot of ephemera and tags and all sorts of things. I haven't printed everything off because I do want it to be a December daily, and if I print all the bits and pieces off, I will be sticking them in. As you know me, I like to embellish and fill my journals. So I've only printed off, I think might be 2 pages, might only have been 1 page of the actual, you know, the elements, the ephemera embellishments, and then the journal pages. And there were, can't remember how many journal pages there were, about 7 single sides, I think, something like that. Anyway, we'll go through them and see. So this is the first one. So they've all got this like it's a bit like confetti, I guess, kind of confetti background. Like I say, the images are all very vintage. You can tell to look at them, which I like, and they've kind of got this gold edging on them. So the only thing I was considering when I printed it off was it's very full of pictures. There's a lot of pictures on it. You know, for a December daily you want to be writing on each page actually. So I've tried to, well, I have added, I'll show you in a minute, I'm putting some very plain pages in amongst it so that we can get 31 pages to actually write on, or very nearly. I haven't quite counted them up, but so that's one. See, so that one's not so bad. It's actually got a writing space on it and you can write on here, but that one, unless you actually stuck something on it, it's a beautiful image though, isn't it? It's obviously, well, to me it looks like it's a Christmas card, a really vintage Christmas card. I might be wrong. Yeah, and the same with that one. You see it's a big full-on picture. It looks like I might have printed that a bit sideways on. I'll have to look at that when I trim it down. But you know, of course, that side there's plenty of journaling on it. Never noticed that before. I hope that's the only one I've done it with. Obviously took my paper in at a strange angle, and the other side's fine. Anyway, yeah, so you know, there is some journaling on there, but again the pictures are quite big, aren't they? Yeah, so there was a blank page like this, not blank but plain, no, don't know what the word is, so unfussy. So I have put that on the back of 2 or 3 of them because you can obviously journal on that. Yeah, these I've put out ready because, yeah, so again plenty of journaling, not so much, but a blank back, another blank back. Yeah, and you can journal on both of those actually. Yep, so I'm adding this, which is, I think you've seen it before in my previous journals. It's a book of children's carols, that's it, gosh, Christmas carols. Okay, so I've got Good King Wenceslas and the 12 Days of Christmas. So it can have, you know, you can stick things on it if it's your December daily. You can stick paper on it to journal. You could actually journal on it if you wanted to. You could art doodle on it. Whatever you wanted, but it, you know, you can do things with that. So I'm just putting a plain piece of pink in. I think I'll put some stitching on it. Now I haven't cleaned my sewing machine out yet, so I like my husband to actually take it apart inside, which I'm not very good at getting it back together again, so I don't want to do that, and he's not here, so I'm going to try and stitch it and see how it goes. A page of this kicking about, which is a couple of different pages, I believe, from an Artie Mays kit that I did, but good for journaling on. Yeah, and I think it fits with the colours, and it's a page that's kicking around that's going to be used, and a blue really thick paper or very thin cardstock, I never know what to call it, in blue, and I've done a fancy edge on that. So those interspersed, I think, with these papers should give us more than enough journaling space. So each one of these is 4 pages, 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, 36. Yeah, so that should give us plenty for the 31. Yeah, I'm going to cut these down. I started cutting these down because I want to get it done, and I really didn't want, you know, to keep stopping the camera, because I'm going to have to stop it to sew the cover. And I don't think you wanted to watch me chop down with my chopper, with my guillotine, all of the pages. Right, I've still got this page here that I showed you the other day, which I'll use for embellishments. That was printed on the wrong side, had something printed on it. So that I've reprinted these pages, but there I'm going to use for some kind of embellishment in there. That's just a piece of an off cut from the cover, which I might make into a flip and put in, or a notebook. And this is the cover for them. So I made this in the summer, this cover, using up scraps of material, and I'm pretty sure I did it on, there's a piece showing there, look, piece of the paper showing. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did it on camera, on film with you guys. What should we put on there? Piece of lace, yeah. Just stick a piece in there. It's just been sitting around waiting for somebody to make a cover out of it, and it wasn't. I'll stick it on the top because it'll catch in when I it'll catch in when I sew round the inside. Yeah, so sitting around waiting, and it's not really big, so I used I think it was a using up your junk mail or something. Stick it on there, right way, will be good. Let me see. Just a bit of paper. I think it's where I've hooked up when I've stitched the material. Yeah, and this is because this is a December daily, it's not quite as wide as my other journals, not quite. So I thought that might be a good. Let's get some glue all over that. Yeah, it will be stitched on, like I say, but there we go. Covered it up. And I haven't decided about the topper yet on the front. Can't decide about that. But I have. Is that the right way up? Yeah, because I've got words on the back, so it's got to be the right way up. I've just put a piece of masking tape down the middle, just so it would probably be fine because it's got material on the other side, but you know, just to keep it that little bit stronger. And I have got just a piece of scrapbooking paper out of my scrapbook pad, which is very nearly gone. What have I done with it? This is one of those £3 ones, look, from the works. So it's not the best of, it's not brilliant card, it does split, so if you want it for like a seam, like here, you need to put something over it. But other than that, you know, the beautiful images, that's all I've got left, that's it. And so cheap, you know, it's unbelievable. So I'm going to work on getting that used up. So I just used a piece of that. I just thought with it being, it's like a Christmas jumper, isn't it? You just thought with it being fabric on the outside, which is the reds and the greens mainly, so I thought that was Christmassy. A few hints of blue, but of course there is in the gnome pages. So I thought if we're going to go colourful and eclectic, I mean that is, isn't it? Let's just go for it. So yeah, so I chose a Christmas jumper side, and I put some Christmassy, what's that called? What's that check called? I've forgotten. That they make kilts out of. Oh goodness me, Denise. Anyway, some kind of pretty check fabric in there just to hold this. So this has got masking tape on that side and fabric on that side, so it should be absolutely strong to hold these 36, was it, pages. Yep, and I've also had this in my little lace bag. Every time I pull the lace out, I pull this out. It's just got one little tassel on the end, and I'm thinking when I stitch it and glue it down, if I put that in the middle of there, it will just fasten it nicely, and I can put some jingle bells maybe, or a charm on the end of that, and you know, another thing used up, and it's really pretty, real pretty sort of pearlesque rope. Yeah, so I think that'd be nice in there as well. Okay, so we're going to use that as well. So with that, all I'm going to do is glue the two together and then stitch around the outside. That's all I'm going to do, and that will hold it fine. So like I say, when I do that, I will put that in the middle as well. And you know, because it's meant to be frayy and ratty-tatty, and it'll be well stitched. That will be it. I won't have to turn the edges over or anything. I need to ink that card before I do that then. So yeah, so hopefully I will get these the signature put together. Oh, what I'm debating now is shall I sew the signature into the, excuse the noise while I'm talking, I might sew the signature into the inside cover before I put the outside cover on. That would mean hidden strings inside the two covers. Might like that. So I'm doing this slowly and trying not to make an awful bang, because it can be quite loud on camera, this. So what have I left myself to do? 3. So that's what I do. I take the edges off. Now I'm not printing board. I haven't printed this borderless because I think I've said to you once or twice before, some of the digitals I have, if I print them borderless, the image goes beyond the border, and you know, it either looks odd on one side or I lose part of the image that I want. I've done it with some tags. I'll show you in a minute. Yeah, anything with words on, you know, so sometimes I think it very much depends on what size paper the digitals have been created on, I'm thinking. Because as you know, I'm UK, so A4 is what we print out here. I maybe ought to look up on my printer and see what what is it if it's not UK size. Is it American, or I don't know. You know, is it called letter size, your size? I'll have to check, because I know this new printer does do various sizes. I'll have to have a play. Never enough hours in the day, is there? Okay, so I'm just taking the top and bottom off as well. I have to say though, this printer doesn't leave the huge border, or it hasn't done so far on anything, on the things my old one used to. So even though I'm not borderless, I am getting a bigger image, which is something. Right, now I think I wanted them. What size did I want them across? I think it was 14, so that won't measure 14. I've left a bit on there. I bet that's that one that I didn't check that was printed sideways. Forgot all about that. Yeah, it is. Look, because there's a bit on the top as well. So you're going to have to be a bit shorter. I mean, I could have inked it, but it's fine now, isn't it? Right, so yeah, what size width page? I did measure it earlier, but I've completely forgotten now. I measured it inside, so, you know, and checked it inside the cover. Yeah, so 14 and a smidge. That official size 14 and a smidge. So like I say, it doesn't go that big. So that is 14 and a smidge. So is that. And so is that. So all I need to know now is, are they level? You see, that one isn't quite. It doesn't matter too much because one will be front and one will be back, but it annoys me. It's just one of those things. I do hope I'm in. So I'm just going to take the tiniest slither off, and then they're the same front and back. Yeah, it's like a 1/4 millimetre bigger on one side, which is probably the size of the blade or something, isn't it? So I might as well do them all. Make it easier for inking as well. Yeah, so I've barely taken anything off, but I have taken something off, as you can see. A lovely gold colour actually, but okay, so are those the two? Yeah, move them out of the way. They're the two printed ones. So these are all my pages from the kit, the digital kit. Those are the ones I'm adding. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. What was 5 of those? There is. 2 of them are together. Right, so that should be one of those in between each one. Does that mean one of these will be in the middle? We have a picture in the middle. Those 3 are not. That's a nice middle one, isn't it? Right, let's go with this one. I don't know why, because I liked them both. Right, so we'll go with you middle. We'll go pink. And then a plainish one. Yeah. And then that. No, that. Yeah. Because then I want a patterned one again. That one, it's very. Might turn that the other way around actually. I know it's irrelevant in the long run, but I just like the way it looks at the front next to that. Yes, can you see what I mean? Yeah. So then we're going with you. What else have we got? I'm going to go blue. And we've got, they're both plain, so that's good. There, there, and there. Right, that music paper is a lot longer than all the others. So let's take a little bit off the top and the bottom. It was quite a bit longer, wasn't it? And I'd rather it be shorter, actually. That looks about right, because I think they were about 20 and a half, yeah. Lovely. So it says the 12 days of Christmas are actually, yeah, so what I need to decide now is, do I want that straight at the edge? I'm not sure, because I don't want to lose all that lovely, sorry, I was off camera. I don't want to lose all that lovely gold edging, and actually it looks quite nice like that. What does it look like at the back? Yeah, all you can see is the other gold edging, so I'm going to keep it is what I was trying to say. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to stop the camera and ink round the pages and sew this together. In fact, I'll glue this now while you're watching, then it can be drying while I'm inking. Yes, and then I need some paper. I'm sorry if I knock you, to glue on. Yeah, what was I going to say? Yeah, it can be drying while I'm inking, and then hopefully I won't be too long before I'm back on. Not that you'll notice, it will be milliseconds for you, won't it? Make sure I've got that the right way up. So I have to remember this is upside down. The writing on the junk mail is upside down. Excuse me. And that's the right way up there. Right, so which one shall I glue first? Shall I just glue half of that and put it on? I did try to, I don't know if you can see, just try and keep me in the middle, because I haven't got a lot of leeway with this either way. It's not very obvious, is it? But I did try to make a bit of a centre line there, roughly. Now, I was going to, wasn't I? I was going to sew the signature into this, but it'll be bulky in there. Let me just have a little see. Yeah, it might be. No, I won't do that. I might do that on another one though. We level, yes. I'll just ink this before I stick it down though, so I'm using walnut stain, which is the only dark brown one I have, and it is the darkest brown one. It's just because when you cut the papers you can get a white edge, especially with this scrapbooking paper, because I do feel that it is two thin sheets of paper kind of bound together, which is why it cracks when you bend it so much. Again, I'm not complaining because of the price. Obviously if I'd paid a lot of money for it I wouldn't be happy, but for those prices, you know, it's very affordable crafting, isn't it? I think that will be enough. Right, so we're gonna, what I'm thinking is if I use that line and stick it down first half, and then I can fold that second half over. Oh dear, so that's very big on the front. Yeah, I think that board might be a tad too big. Oh gosh, that sounds like more than one. We are fairly near the motorway here, so we often have them, you know, all the emergency services from our town onto the motorway if there's been an accident. Are you level? You are. Let's measure. Sorry guys. So we've got, I am only in centimetres, I'm sorry, but my my ruler doesn't have any inches in it. So we're 14 3/4 really. Yeah, new hour as well. There's not much in it, but obviously that's going around the outside, so because this is a grid I can probably cut it along the outside of that white line and keep it square. Oops, don't go in. Sorry if you can't see, I hope you can. Yeah, it's not taking a lot off, but if I do that both sides, I'll go right up to the black line here. That's about a similar amount. The edge of the black line again, sorry if you can't see. Oh, yeah, there's the other bit of that. Where did you go? There. Yeah, that's even less off that side. Are we still levelish? And I've got a bit of a millimetre, what is it, a 16th or an 1/8 of an inch fold there, which I haven't in that one. So let's try it again. So if I put that on there, fold that over, yep, and now I think it's too big that way. I don't want to keep cutting this and make it too small, but obviously that it does need to be covered by that material. I'm going to try me. Oh, that's that material, isn't it? I wondered what's going on there. Don't go in, come on. I better try my pages for size again. Yeah, so I do want it past the paper because obviously the fabric is coming past the paper. If there is somewhere where it's not big enough, I can put some more fabric on the outside. Yeah, so that is still just bigger than those. So I should be all right. Right, let's go for it. So I need this. Is that the front? Yes. I could do with it straight and it's crinkly. That's a shame, isn't it? I might have to glue it and just hold it a few minutes. I suppose I could tape it. Glue it and tape it. Have I got some tape? Must have some tape. What did I just do with that masking tape here? Let's just cut off. Oops. Oh, on there. Fighting me. Just going to pull a couple of pieces off so that I can just grab them. quickly when I'm ready for them. Let's try and find the middle first. Right. Feel the middle. So I want you there like that. Let's have a little play, shall we? Let's put a little blob of glue. So this is the point where I don't have to think too much about what I'm doing, so I can talk to you. So if you haven't checked yet, where's the middle? I have drawn this morning the the prize draw, the giveaway that I've been doing. So go on and have a look, see if you've won. There's three people pulled out, waiting for something to go in the post and be heading their way. And I think I said on that video, so maybe you didn't watch it, there will be a journal giveaway for my 750 subbies, and it will be probably the latest journal that I make. So, you know, if it happens before Christmas and I'm still on with a Christmas or a winter journal, that's what it will end up being. You're going to stay put there, do you think? And if it's if it's after Christmas when I reach it, it will probably be something for the new year. I suppose we can still do winter journals come the new year, because it will still be winter for quite a while, won't it? Yep, can you stay put there in that glue for me, please? Not done too bad, has it? I thought it would be worse than that. Good old Fabri-Tac. And that little bit of tape there has helped. Maybe I need a bit more, just on the edges. Don't think it'll do any harm, especially if it's where I'm stitching. There. That's it. Could have just taped it, couldn't I? Never mind. Yeah, I've got a lovely runny Fabri-Tac bottle. Okay, I'll just hold all that glue in my hand while it sets. Sorry guys if that makes you feel gross. Get some paper underneath you, Denise. That's it. Fighting me. I think it's all those bits of material stuck on the front. They grab everything. Right, are we coming out? We are. Okay, so I don't need too much Fabri-Tac, just because it's going to be stitched around the edges, but I don't want it bubbling up too much. It will bubble a little bit, because obviously what's going on here is bumpy, especially that let me get this glue off my hands now, especially that I want to say rope, it looks like rope, doesn't it? String. What else is it? Put that piece of paper, because it doesn't want to let go of me. Here we go. Right, my hands, or everything will stick to me. Okay, right, here we go. Fingers crossed. Right, I need to bring it. I'm sorry if you can't see, I hope you can. I just need to bring it so that I can see the line and the top and the bottom. So I'm getting it kind of central, I hope. The thing about Fabri-Tac is I can take it off if I don't like where I've put it. It might even slide about, it will. Is that better? Just want to look at that edge. Yeah, there's just a tiny bit there, look. But again, I can just stick some fabric or lace or something. I don't think I'm going to take it off again. Otherwise I won't have enough of it. In fact, I'm not going to have enough for this side, look. Oh no, that's the, yes it is, it's that. I wonder if to just stick some lace down there before I start might be a plan, might it? All I've got to do is reach some. Right, what colour? I've got some blue here, but I'm thinking I need white. Just bear with me a minute, hopefully I can reach over, oh dear, without creating too much havoc. Oh, there we go. And get some lace. Preferably with an end, yeah, there we go. So I'll put a piece of that in there and then stick that to it. Quite pretty actually, isn't it? Oops. You can't really see what I'm doing, can you? I'm just going to stick that in there. Again, just a bit of Fabri-Tac will do it because it will get caught in with the, oops, sorry, not the microphone, with the stitching. Oops, I might have cut it a bit short. Yeah, just have it hanging over a bit, but not too much. Yeah, I haven't bought a new little, oops, it'll come out the way. I haven't bought a new little Fabri-Tac bottle yet, so I've had to fill my old one up again. And yeah, it doesn't seem very happy even though it's brand new Fabri-Tac. I think it might, oops, it might be that the bottle is ready for renewing. Yep, so I don't want too much over the edge, otherwise it's going to crash into the fastener and all sorts of things. But I do want it just, I mean, I don't even mind that the plaid, there we go, the plaid shows through because it's the same Christmassy colours as everything else. I just didn't want it to be really obviously not covered. So when that is stuck down on there, yeah, okay, let's go for it. Let's go for it. I put the glue on that last time, didn't I? But I'm going to put it on this time. It'll be a little bit easier to see where I've put it. Yeah, so I am liking this cover because it's going to be really easy to, you know, if it's not in the right place, just stick some extra bits on the front and make everything in the right place. Right, do I want to do it open or, you see it moves when you close it, so I don't want to do it open or close. I want to do it open because it will stretch when it's to close it, but if I do it closed and then open it, it will bag, if you're following that. Yeah, so I can sew the signature in, and if I don't like it, although I think with some nice red thread it will be fine, but if I don't like it I can put the lace down the outside like I always do. So yeah, all I'm going to do is a stitch around, all the way around there and all the way around there. I'm thinking something, a nice gold topper would be nice on there, but I don't know. Yep, so it's nice using up something that was already made. There is look, a little bit, I don't know if you can see it, tiny bit of that plaid showing down there. I may or may not do something with it. I'll know better when I get it together. I'll be able to, or do I need to stitch something on? Couldn't I? Could just put something in there when I stitch. Yeah, I think I might. I don't want to put the same lace on though, so I'll find something else to pop in there when I stitch it up as soon as that glue has dried. So I'll turn the camera off now. I'll ink all these pages, stitch that together, and then I'll be back for you in a millisecond. Okay, so I am back and I have stitched the cover and a few other things while I was on there. I've partied with my cardigan because I've got warm. So yeah, I quite like how it's come out. few threads to pull off it, but yeah, I think when that's got a topper on it, it's going to be, oh, twizzled that bit over a little bit, look, but never mind. Yeah, when it's got a topper on the front, something golden and Christmassy, I think, I'm feeling, I don't know. Maybe something front and back, maybe a pocket, I don't know. I'll have to have a think about that. Definitely want something. I've dug this out and I'm thinking, I've waited all year to use this, I've barely used it. Thinking that might be nice down the front and back there, but I definitely want some sort of a topper on there. Got this little bit of something as well, I don't know. Don't know, belly band, I don't know, we'll see. Anyway, we'll see what the creative juices bring. Just a few bits that I stitched while I was had the machine on. Yep, and I stitched just some lace on that pink paper just to make it a little bit more interesting and give a little bit of strength on the end, I suppose, as well. Yeah. Right, so that was near the middle, wasn't it? There, I think. Yep. And I did ink all around the edges. And now just putting it together, ready to sew in, hopefully, with you. So it will be a 2 video make, because I need to find a topper and I really don't know what I want to do, so I'm going to have a good dig and a think and decide, but hopefully that will be tomorrow's video, because I would like to get it obviously off to somebody before the 1st of December, so I think I'll put this one in the Etsy shop. And it should be a good price, this one, because I haven't had to spend a lot of time doing it. The cover was ready made, the digitals I got last year, yeah. So if this is your kind of thing, you might be in for a bargain at December Daily when I tell you it's gone up. Yeah, then I'll have to decide if I want what I want and if I want in there. Just check through, make sure I've got everything the right way up, which is always a good plan. And I'll have to put them all back together in the right levels, because I can't do the 2. Yeah, so if the front are all the right way up, the back are bound to be. We'll just look at it for the pleasure of looking at it, shall we? Yeah, so plenty of writing space, definitely. Very eclectic, fussy, whatever word you want to call it, colourful, all of those things. So I can do all the other, if I sew the signature and I'm thinking I can do all the other embellishment afterwards, can't I? Because whatever I put on the front there is either going to be stitched by hand or glued or both. Yeah, I am going to put that down there, I think, but again I can do that after I've put the signature in. Yeah, that front and back, and then I'm thinking some kind of a material topper. Right, okay, what do we need to sew in the signature? Some of these noisy clips. I'm going to go with my red, I think I am, and I've got black. I've got all sorts of colours, look, I don't know if you can see in there, but I'm thinking the red, yeah, definitely the red. It's my go-to colour at the moment. Could be because it's Christmassy journals, couldn't it? Whoops, it's alive. 1, 2, I'm not going to put loads because I always end up throwing so much. Left my scissors at the sewing machine, I always do that as well. I end up throwing so much of this away when I've done. Right, I think I want a nice sharp needle, which I've got out here, to go through that material cover, because even though I'm going to put a hole in it with an awl, the fabric will just probably close up again. Okay, so I've got that ready. Aren't I being organised today? Clip it together then and I'm away. Did I get it all level? I think I did. And just have a quick, nothing hanging top or bottom, so it looks it. Okay, let's find the middle. Oh, now then, what I needed to decide was, is that the middle? No, it must be the other way. I knew it was near the pink, that must be it. Now I had a, stay there a minute you. I had an envelope. Do I want it? See, I've put real fancy in the middle now, so I don't think I do. No, it'll be tucked in either the front or back pocket then. Getting level again. Now I've moved it. That's it. And I need to be absolutely square in here because I have got like 1/8 of an inch spare either side only. Let me, oh, I think I moved that one now. I'll put this on and then I will look and see if I think I have moved it. Sorry. Now we're all level at the bottom, so that's fine. Are we all in? Making you dizzy, making myself dizzy. We're all in, but not far enough in. Deeper down. Coming off again. I'm not right in there. That's better. That's better. Oh, I'm getting myself finger cramp now. These clips are so hard. Unless I'm weedy, but gosh, the bigger they are, the harder they are to clip up. And yeah, I got to a point where I was sewing in signatures without them, or maybe just one. But let's do this into a book. Doing it on camera is always a little bit more awkward, and I'm finding, and oh, I'm needing to clip it more. So, oops, bang. Right, Denise, you're not just going to sew, you need to put an awl in. Just want to really make sure it's in top and bottom. Like I say, it can have lace and whatever in, but let's try and get it stuck inside to start with, and then if it does wander off somewhere, then we can fix it. Okay, so straight down the middle. Go through that blue there. Right, can you see what I mean about the fabric's just going to close up, which won't be too bad when I'm going this way. That one in, but when I go back through it will be a bit of a pain. This one. Right, so I want to be fairly high up so that things don't move about too much. I'm hoping you can see, but I do like to keep it closed as much as possible so that I do hit the middle of the spine. That's the theory. Oh, something's really thick. Oh, I know. It's got two lots of right, do we stay closed? I'm going to try and just follow that through as it comes out. I'm going to put this one in. It's got two lots of masking tape. Oh, that was a good move. Look, straight through. In, yeah, in there. That will be what's making it tricky to get through, but that's good because it'll give the spine a little bit more security. And again, I want to go quite low down to keep everything in. So I'm in there. Look, I'm just closing it up so you can't see. Whoa. Get my needle ready. I find the trick with this is keep your book closed as much as possible, which when I'm showing you how to sew in is not ideal, but so I've gone through there, back up here and back down there. Now I need to go back through here, preferably without, I know you're probably quite close there, but preferably without splitting. There we go. The thread is what I was trying to say. Let's try and get that under there straight away. That's it. So what we want is thread either side of that centerpiece. And we want that nice end. So I'm pulling on the middle ones to get those nice and secure. That's that one. That's that one. And a knot. Yep. I think because we're right on the edge here with some of these bits of material, I might need something gluing on there. I think that might be a bit much. We'll see with the gold on the other side. It might just be some nice lace, which will also hold those strings in place as well. Right, I'm just going to bow this one for now. Put a bow in it because I haven't decided about charms. I'm not sure that they will go with the cover, but we'll see. You never know. We might put some beads on it. Right, where is the... If I do myself a mischief, I will put a cap on that. Lovely. Okay. Yeah, so it feels nice. I love a fabric, a chunky fabric cover. Don't know if I'm going to tie that or what. It will tie, I think. Yeah, it will tie, but I might want... I'm just tying it to see. Might want to fasten a bead fastener or something on there rather than tie it. Okay, let's get rid of that and then we can have a look what we've created. See how we've sewn the signature in. Yeah, quite like I know it's eclectic, I know it's colourful, but that's kind of what we were going for, or I was going for. It's sort of oldie worldy, vintagey, a little bit grungy. Yeah, that probably needs just bringing down a little bit, but I don't know. Might end up with something stuck on it, you know, journaling wise. Maybe a piece of the kit. I love this confetti paper. That for writing on, that's gorgeous, isn't it? Yeah, some lists. Yeah, I think it probably needs a couple of pockets or envelopes or something for, you know, storing things in, perhaps gift tags that you get from favourite people, or I don't know, receipts from, you know, going out places and doing things, memories. Right, let's just look at this on here before we go, and then we'll come back with and do a topper and a few bits inside. I do like it. I'm not going to put it on yet until I've decided on my topper, I think. So that's just about going to be the video today. Tomorrow I will come back and finish it. What I've got is, I think I showed you that's that envelope that I couldn't decide whether to put in the middle or not. I've got just 3 tags that I've cut out, and this is what I was on about them going over the top of the page. I mean, they went a bit closer than that, but I've cut them off. You know, so they look half decent. So that was my borderless printing, and then these, just a few word tickets: mushroom Christmas, picture of some mushrooms, gnome and elf. So those are what I know I want in there. I also wondered about putting this in somehow, make it into something and put that in as it's the rest of the cover. Oh dear, an aeroplane again. Yeah, and maybe, I don't know, I might be going with the vellum theme again, but definitely something, maybe even just a corner tuck with an envelope or something in there. Okay, thank you so much for staying with me. Remember to give me a thumbs up and comment would be lovely. Come back and see me again tomorrow. Have a nice day, everybody. Bye bye.